College essays are about gaining trust, and using the passive voice will cause you to lose the reader's trust. Let's use something. First, let's just talk about what active and passive are. Here's an active sentence. The dog ate the cow. Passive, the cow was eaten by the dog. And in these two sentences, the amount of information is about the same. Here's passive with less information. The cow was eaten. In that sentence, you give less information. Now, passive voice, in English class, they probably told you passive voice is always bad for all purposes. That's not exactly true. Now, passive voice actually does have a use. It's used to hide information. You can use it to do that for politeness or for whatever other reason. Here's a rude sentence. Chelsea dropped the orange juice. The polite way to say that would be the orange juice was spilled. Notice you're not saying let's blame this person, in this case Chelsea. Instead, we say here's the problem. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. Let's fix it. The problem is it's often used instead of for politeness, just to cover your tracks. A politician might say something like mistakes were made. Doesn't say who. Most likely it was them, but they're not going to admit that. The opposite of that is to use powerful honesty, which is going to gain trust. I made a mistake. The fault was mine and mine alone. At that point, the person trusts you. Too often, students think that college essays are just about showing that you have no flaws, no weakness, no nothing. That's not what they're about. Your number one goal above everything else is to gain the trust of the reader. If the reader believes you, if the reader trusts you, your college essays already achieved something incredible. If you just try to sort of sugarcoat who you are and only show positive and try to hide the negatives behind things like passive voice, you're going to have a weak essay that's going to lose the reader's trust. So in your essays, don't use passive voice ever. It loses trust. It makes it seem like you're hiding something. That's actually what the passive voice is for. It is used to hide things, whether for politeness or for, political or legal type issues. So always, always, always in your essays, use active voice. If it sounds blunt, good. It should be blunt. Bluntness gains trust. Hiding behind the passive voice loses it.